sharing the wing spots, Fournier and Barrett. Randall and Robinson make up the inside pair. And it's Rose in at the point. And for the 76ers, down on the block, it's Harris and Embiid. And it's Green, then it's Harden, and it's Springer in at the point guard. Rose up on top. Knocked away and stolen by Harris. To the paint. Tries again. Randall with some nice D. And Randall has got the ball here for New York. This time they met in New York.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
And towards the end of the season, Brett, we are seeing lottery teams give their young players even more minutes.
Yeah, and I kind of like that, and it's totally understandable for guys to get an opportunity to be out on the floor. They've been itching to get some minutes, and now they have a chance to show what they've learned. They can show their talent, they can gain some confidence, and it's kind of a nice momentum shift for them going into the offseason, getting some minutes in the NBA action.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Randall no good. 76ers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Harris outside. And the 76ers get it back. Embiid, no good.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Barrett.
Like the effort. They're relentless on D, and Green never giving up on that play.
Barrett, no good. Here's Embiid. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And Embiid throws it down.
That's what he gives us, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities, you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
Well, maybe they went into that game thinking rebounding not something they needed to focus on. They absolutely did.
Just careless. No other way to describe it to start the game. That's already his 3rd miscue.
Springer the pass to Embiid. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Green dishes to Embiid. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
And who draws more fouls than Embiid? Very few players, if any. Too much size and really too much skill to defend.
The first one falls. And Embiid drops them both.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. You don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now, here's Barrett. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Philadelphia. And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, Barrett with nice touch down there as the lefty was able to negotiate the little room that he had.
Working on consistency with that jumper. You can see Barrett has improved his shooting mechanics. Much more repeatable motion now.
Rose looking around. And the rejection by Embiid.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
You can see Barrett looks a lot more comfortable now from every spot, Greg, on the floor.
From 3, mid-range, the free throw line. When he knocks down shots, defenders have to creep up to stay connected. And that's when he can put the ball on the floor and get bodied. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively.
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Outside Robinson to the inside. Here's Fournier, and the layup's good off the glass.
How about that? The big man, Mitchell Robinson, able to find a teammate.
The 76ers lead. It's Harden with the drive. Nice D from Fournier.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Now with 2 fouls here in the first quarter, everything changes for him. He's got to be more careful on defense.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Robinson finds Barrett. Over Embiid. And he overshot that one, missing.
Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Randall passes to Fournier. They get it back. It's good. This game is all even.
So active and understanding more and more with his experience where to be to get offensive rebounds is Julius Randle.
They grab their own miss. Goes back up, and Embiid lays it in. Embiid's got 6.
And that's a lesson for the team. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Rose. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. He gets it in there.
And Derrick Rose certainly equipped athletically to punish teams in the paint.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Mitchell Robinson, and he's got his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Nerlens Noel checks in for New York. Kemba Walker comes in for Rose.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Here's Fournier, and Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 11 rebounds in the game. Green. Nice D from Barrett. New York trailing. To the middle. And slam dunk by Noel.
Yeah, you could see that RJ had seen him open earlier and then got in the right spot to deliver.
Harris kicks to Embiid. Here's Harden. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Here's Fournier, and the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
It's his first trip to the line. Paul Millsap's checked in for Philadelphia. Korkmaz comes in for Green, and a switcher also for New York. Radish, he's checked in for R.J. Barrett. Harden the pass to Korkmaz. Here's Embiid, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
Both shots good from the stripe. Knicks trail by 3. Here's Randall. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
So creative on offense. Randall getting more and more comfortable handling the ball and understanding where he can get to on specific possessions.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. And so here is New York. 76ers getting the bucket. And Fournier kicks to Randall. Good on the triple.
Julius Randle.
Randall's got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
Now that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Driving in. Second chance effort. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 12 in the game.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And there's a foul. Will go on Shake Milton. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Some changes for Philadelphia. George Niang, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Shake Milton. Then for the Knicks, Toppin comes in for Randall. And quickly in for Evan Fournier. Shots good by Walker.
And a capable scorer from anywhere on the floor. You give Walker those kinds of looks, and he's going to make you pay.
They get it again. Millsap, and the rejection by Noel. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. And it's the 76ers with the ball. And stolen by Noel. Here's Reddish. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Knicks lead by 2.
And a nice, tricky handle from Reddish there, setting himself up and initiates for himself.
Millsap finds Thibault from outside off the mark. New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Puts it up from 12. A shot missing. And the 76ers go the other way with it. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did.
Inside, Niang passes to Thibault. Here's Niang. No points in the game yet for him. Misses in close. And here's Walker. Lays it up and banks it in.
Timeout.
Now it's a 6-point New York lead.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. Probably was the College Player of the Year, Brent, in 2020, but Obi Toppin didn't make quite the impact people thought he would as a rookie.
Well, we saw some flashes, and he wasn't used a ton last year. And guess what? That's okay. If you're going to have a 10 or 12-year career and you have to learn slowly before you get acclimated to the NBA, we're going to see his size, we're going to see his athleticism, and we're going to see him grow as a player over the next couple seasons.
The Knicks leading by 6. He takes it in. Can't connect from short range. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Well, they can tack on a few more points onto this run.
Yeah, it is starting to become a big one.
The shot by Reddish, no good. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Niang. Doesn't go that time. The Knicks go the other way with it. Right side to Walker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Paul Millsap picks one up. And defensively, no matter the size of the man he's guarding, Walker really puts up a fight.
Some smaller guards pretend to battle. Walker will bang with you, try to front you, pull on your jersey, whatever it takes. He backs down from no one. And Kemba Walker, traded to the Thunder this offseason, was subsequently bought out before joining the Knicks. Walker and the Knicks seem like a perfect fit. You just hope Walker can stay healthy at this stage of his career.
And the 76ers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Now, here's Walker. Following the miss by Josh Gibson. And finally, that one's good. And the Knicks lead by 10.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The end of the drought. Korkmaz, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Pass to Walker. He lobs it up. Deflects the pass. Here's Joe. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Here's Burks. And some very quick points for him on that possession. And now a 12-point New York lead.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
Joe Cool. Here's Walker. 11 points for him in that last game against Philadelphia. With the drive, count it. Walker's got his third basket of the night right there.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Korkmaz. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. 76ers have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Both good from the line that time. There's 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. Burks against Reed. Burks can't get it to go.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Yeah, easy call.
New York shooting their fifth and 6 free throws of the game. First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. .26 seconds left in the first quarter. Down low, Gibson with the steal. And a fast break now for New York. And it's quickly missing.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Walker looking for an opening. 3 seconds left, and it's blocked. And they get it back. And so it's New York enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their defense has been active and effective. Back right after this. And we've seen the improvement for the Knicks under Coach Tom Thibodeau. His star.
Genuinely cares about you as you are.
He is indeed in that effort and grittiness, something we've seen from Thibodeau's teams over the years.
And Knicks fans recognize that brand of basketball. You think back to the years with Ewing and Oakley in the middle. It fits in the Big Apple.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Knicks team out there today.
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable. Just crippling defense.
And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Alec Burks. Robinson is out there with Toppin. And there's Kemba Walker. Here's Grimes. Reed with the steal. Bible on the wing from downtown. Kemba Walker comes up with the loose ball. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Knicks. And their journey is just getting started. That'll be the second of 7 straight on the road. The 76ers trail by 10.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Rose, he's checked in for the Knicks. Fires for 3. New York, no good that time either. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep in the second. Harris passes to Bassey. Here's Reed, and he drives in. From 17 feet out, here's Grimes, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Greg, you've got a unique view of the league, not just a former player, but great broadcaster, courtside all these games, but also as a father. What's that journey been like?
It's been surreal, Kevin. You know, anytime you have a child that has a passion for something you're passionate about, it creates a special bond. And to be able to watch him live out his journey has been incredible. And what a blessing. I would wish we'd all get to have that experience in some capacity.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for New York.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
I'm loving the ping-pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. The 76ers making a switch here. Green's checked in to the paint. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Now Randall can get up there with the best of them. It's a quick move.
Here's Milton going inside, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Mitchell Robinson. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Nerlens Noel checks in for New York, and he sinks the second.
And, Kevin, one thing you have to respect about Derrick Rose is that he's never stopped evolving. He's constantly adapting his game to best fit what his team needs.
Works with it. Now Green defending. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. When you think about how Derrick Rose has changed, Greg, as a player, you see some of that in almost every facet of his game.
And, yeah, over the years, he's tuned his shooting and play style in lots of little ways. But what hasn't changed is his talent for setting guys up. He's got a great eye for when and where to drop the dime.
Evan Fournier's checked in for New York. Harris, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Pass to Reed. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And the dunk by Embiid.
Again, it's Joel Embiid. When he is on, there isn't one player in this league that can stop him.
Now, here's Rose. 23 points his last outing. Over Reed. It's deflected. Harris against Fournier. Embiid. And the rejection by Noel. Lets the 3 fly. And Evan Fournier good for 3. Fournier's got the lead up to 12 now for New York. Green inside. He's guarded by Fournier. Green, no luck. To the middle. Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Timeout. And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Timeout called the 76ers. Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
James Harden, he's checked in for the 76ers. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Barrett's checked in.
Crafty off the dribble. And the moment Harden gets an angle on you with his strength, it's over.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes play. It's good. And that's 13 points for Julius Randle.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one away.
Now here is Harris. A 17-point game for him in the win against New York.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Here is Rose. A 12-point game. That shot missing. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Harris outside. On the wing, Green. Now the pass to Milton. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebound by Rose.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
And Barrett gets it to go.
Yeah, he's going to find a way to score. RJ sniffing out the opportunity there.
Here's Milton. There's the drive. And they will call over the back on the play.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Derrick Rose, the former #1 overall pick in '08, one of the most athletically gifted point guards the league has ever seen.
Brent is someone with on-court and front office experience. Just how valuable is a good relationship, you think, between the players and a team's executive leadership?
Well, Kevin, I don't think it's much different than a good friendship. You know, take it away from the court and think about things in your life that impact you. It's somebody that shows that they care for you beyond what it is that you bring to the table. And that's the most important part about earning and trying to gain trust with the players that you bring into any program, is that you want to let them know that you care, and you want to let them know that you have interest in them as people first. And if you can get to that point, that foundation and platform to build out a player and to have him grow with the organization, that's a priceless relationship.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why they create so many opportunities for others.
Now here's Rose. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and is averaging more than 17 points a game. A shot by Milton, no good. The Knicks leading by 15. Randall down low. Harris is there. And it's out of bounds for the Knicks as New York retains possession. And the Knicks making a change here. Reddish is checked in. Here's Randall. He's coming off a 10-point game against Philadelphia.
Let's us not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Noel. The rebound by Harden. And it's Harden with the ball for the 76ers. Down by 15. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Now, here's Fournier. Following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. That shot off. On the wing, Green. Garrett covering. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist from Green. Embiid's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And the 76ers with some changes. Paul Millsap's checked in for Harris. George Niang comes in for Green. And it's Korkmaz in for Shake Milton. Annual quickly, he's checked in for New York. Takes the 12-footer and hits. The 76ers trail by 15. Here's Harden driving inside.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Quickly against Embiid. Quickly kicks to Fournier. He feeds it to Noel. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 16th rebound on the night. Niang passes to Harden. And he uses the glass on the layup. Harden's got 8.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Passes to Reddish. Randall left side. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Randall can hold his own down on the inside with that physical frame.
The Knicks have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
And you've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
So for the Knicks, Taj Gibson's checked in for Nerlens Noel, and Walker subbed in for Fournier.
And one thing that separates Randall from the other guys is size. That spin move. He can do it off the drive, in the post, now going either direction.
Now, here's Walker. He's got 8. Over to the wing. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Off the mark for the 4th time this game. He is 7 for 11 now. High post, Embiid. And they double up Embiid. But 3. Good on that shot. With that, the Knick lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Niang. And whirling around the floor, Greg, is there anyone Randall reminds you of?
I mean, they're different players, but Hakeem Olajuwon had an unbelievable spin move. Takes a lot of body control, especially for taller guys. But when you do it well, man, it is tough to stop.
First trip to the line for him here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%? Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And the Knicks making a change here. Toppin's checked in. Now here's Harden. He's coming off a 34-point game against the Knicks in New York. Millsap kicks to Korkmaz. Now, here it is. Oh!
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Out left to the wing. Toppin, no one around him. Gets to the corner and buries it. And the Knicks lead by 9. And the jam by Harden.
Taking it all the way. Harden with the flush there.
New York's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 or 6 from long range. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And the 76ers making a change here. Off the inbound. And Walker finishes inside. That's 10 points for Walker.
Sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true. But also, give him credit for being unselfish.
And he's able to get it back. Another shot. Passing, no good. New York leading by 9 to the inside. And Reddish with the slam.
Reddish getting up there and getting explosive.
Philadelphia's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And Gibson sends it down. And the call will be against George Niang. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
He doesn't get the second one.
Taj Gibson is tough. Proven veteran who plays well on both ends of the court.
Harden draws the double. Back to Korkmaz. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Harden against Walker. Pass to Quickly. For the 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Quickly's got 5 points now this quarter.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Harden against Walker. It's Harden with the drive. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got 8 rebounds in this game. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Alec Burks checked in for Reddish. Here is Harden. 14 points for him. Kemba Walker comes up with the loose ball. Inside, and Gibson kicks to Burks. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Passing, no good.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Knocks it loose. And there's the feed to Harden. Good work there as it goes. Harden's got 16.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Pass to Walker. Takes a 3. They get it back. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Gibson using his body on the boards. He's great at using his timing to leap up and collect a second chance.
Harden, no good. That's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Knicks. 17 points was their biggest margin. Quickly the pass to Burks. Puts up a three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Burks has got his second basket of the game.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. Walker with it, with 4 seconds on the clock. Second chance shot. And so that brings the first half to a close. Tremendous game from Julius Randle.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the 76ers, the stars of this team in the post, Harris and Embiid. Then it's Harden, and it's Green, and it's Joe in at the one. Fournier against Harden. Lots of room. And there's Randle on the assist from Fournier. And that's now 20 points for Julius Randle. Harden finds Embiid, and they double up Embiid. Gibson with the steal. Here's Barrett driving to the basket. Now Green. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Randle. Second shot opportunity, and the rejection by Embiid. Here's Harden. And the dunk by Embiid.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Now here's Rose. 6 points for him, and it's good. 2 points.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Put on that shot. With that, the Knicks lead is cut down to 9 points with the basket from James Harden.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drive.
Here is Rose. He's got 8. In the corner, Gibson with it. Shot clock at 5. New York needs to get off a shot. Launches a 3. Rose can't hit.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And Harden with the stop.
An elite scorer who takes pride in torching defenses. Harden is outstanding at getting to his spots and capitalizing.
Outside Fournier. Back to Rose. Down low. Here's Randle. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 4th assist in this one.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Kept alive. Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And if you want to talk about a player who embodies the power game, then Embiid's your man. You know you're going to get some strong finishes anytime he's on the court.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. Here's Rose. Outside Fournier. Here's Barrett. Puts the move on. Tries again. Robinson misses. The 76ers trail by 7. Kicks to Embiid. Over Robinson. Rebounded by Rose. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the New York Knicks. 17 points was their biggest margin.
And the coaching staff enjoying that as Randle is becoming a bit more of a facilitator.
The 76ers have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Here's Embiid. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. The free throw drops for Embiid.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
Noel's checked in for Robinson. Now, here's Barrett. Looking to get it going. No good there. Good D by Harden. 76ers trailing. Green kicks to Harris. Harden against Randall. There's Green with the 3. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Knicks have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. There's the lob for Harris. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Rose. Dishes it to Randall. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Randall's got 24. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Knicks?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Well, you add to that their block totals tonight. They've been very feisty and active on the defensive end.
Now here's Rose. After the miss from Joel Embiid. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Knicks lead by 11.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And it's off the back rim. No good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
That's a tough call, but he has to be better in avoiding contact on that play. That's his 5th foul, and one more. It'll be hitting the showers.
Reddish, he's checked in for the Knicks. Now here's Rose. He's got 8. Here's Reddish. Back to Fournier. Just 5 to shoot. Over Harden. Kept alive by New York. Randall no good. The 76ers trail by 11. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Fournier finds Randall. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. He's got 26.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
Well, I hope this one is not to draw up a play, but to think about how they're going to defend that man. He's putting up some major numbers.
The Knicks making a switch here. Walker's checked in. Now, here's Milton. 5 points in the game. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Thibault. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Outside Fournier. 11 feet away. Connects. The jumper drops. Fournier's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
New York leading by 13. Tipped away. And stolen by Thibault. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. He's had 6 attempts at the line, made 5 of them. And the first one drops. A different look for New York. Alec Burks comes in for Reddish. And quickly in for Evan Fournier. Both free throws good for Milton.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
There's the pass to Burks. Here's Noel. Back to Burks. 7-foot shot. Yep, that one goes in there. Burks has got 7 points.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Milton kicks to Korkmaz. Back to Milton. Passes it to Korkmaz. Millsap against Noel. Burks with the steal. They get a hand on it. Here's Randall. Noel passes to Randall. Rejected by Harris.
Every so often, Tobias Harris showing you something defensively, and great timing to throw that one away.
Over Randall. That one, no good. And New York will come the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. He kicks to Walker. To the inside. Here's Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
Oh, tremendous find there by Kemba. He draws loads of attention, opens the court up for his teammates.
Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Millsap. Thibault kicks to Korkmaz. Harris outside. Thibault, the pass to Harris. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Walker trying to get open as Randall. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
Reedy's checked in for Harris. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Robinson's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Knicks leading by 17. And here's Walker. 12 points for him. Got a piece of it. Robinson dishes to Walker. And stolen by Thibault. Here's Millsap. Finished off the break.
Nice to see Millsap sprint ahead on the fast break and get the easy look at the rim.
The Knicks shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. To the paint. Here's Noel. And Noel throws it down.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
Hilton the pass to Korkmaz. Here's Thibault, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Clearly a foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one misses, so both teams changing it up here. And the second free throw, good. Here's Walker. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Grimes, defended by Thibault, and Robinson throws it down.
And that's Mitchell Robinson's attitude. Anywhere around the rim, he's going to rock it.
The 76ers trail by 18. Hilton kicks to Thibault. We've got 1:48 left in the third. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Robinson, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Julius Randle's checked in for New York. Barrett comes in for Noel. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
There's 1:40 left in the third. Walker the pass to Randall. Here's Grimes. Shot clock at 6. His three-pointers off the mark.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
To the middle. And the dunk by Reed.
And there's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And the Knicks with possession here. Pass to Barrett. Outside for Randall. Drills it from outside. Randall's got 13 points in just this quarter.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Here's Springer, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Quickly the pass to Walker. Back to Quickly. With the floater. And Randall throws it down.
Now Randall right now going to town on the defense and taking over this game.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Reed. It's rebounded by New York. Randall's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Springer. Reed the pass to Springer. Shoots from 14. That shot no good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. New York ahead. They lead by 18. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Barrett is out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Randall. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Walker in at the one spot. Now, here is Harden, following the miss by Kemba Walker. And the shot goes in.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the New York Knicks. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
The Knicks leading by 16. Pass to Rose. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Now the 76ers with it. Harden kicks to Thibault. Back to Harden. Into the lane. Rose with some nice D. The Knicks have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Barrett finds Rose. Looking to end his cold spell. It's good. And the Knicks lead by 18.
The first overall pick all the way back in 2008. Derrick Rose going old school with the mid-range jump.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Now here's Walker. Here he goes. Barrett. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Rose.
And the ongoing league debate. Who's the toughest guy to guard? Harden's name always comes up.
The first free throw is good. The 76ers making a switch here. Green's checked in. Toppin, he's checked in for New York. Fournier comes in for Kemba Walker. The Knicks leading by 14. To the inside. Here's Barrett, and Barrett slams it in.
And that's the role they want for Rose. Getting guys going through his passing, especially when he can find them in rhythm.
Embiid, no good. For New York, they've gone just 33% for the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
R.J. Barrett.
First one falls for him.
Barrett just one of those guys who you can see the competitive drive. that he has. He's a hungry player. He's young. And there's no doubt he's going to get better.
He's perfect from the line this time. The 76ers trail by 18. Here's Green. That one, no good. Nice D from Barrett. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Barrett hanging tough on that play. He gets the shot off, and he just stuck to the play.
And he makes the first. Harris is checked in for the 76ers. Good on both.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Harden the pass to Springer. And Brent, you played for the Spurs, who pioneered player rest. More and more teams have followed that suit over the seasons, calling it load management, even risking fines. Any concern with the way things are done?
Well, I understand the fans' complaint. You know, to think about being a 10-year-old boy or girl and LeBron James is coming to your city and it's a load management day and he's not playing. And so the league understands it. It understands it from its broadcast partners and the way that they want the star players to be involved in every game that they play. And they've tried to adjust the schedule and moved it around a little bit, doing away with back-to-backs. I think it'll be a constant battle. But the organizations are investing in these players, and health is their #1 issue. They want them to play as many games for as long as they can at an elite level. So we'll see how it goes in the next couple of years.
And for a big man, Embiid sees the floor as well as any big. Recognizes when one of his guys has an opening for a shot.
Now here's Rose, and he makes that one.
Derrick Rose.
And the Knicks lead by 19.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because it seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Green with the ball. Back to Harden. Goes up at the stripe. Nice D from Fournier. The Knicks leading by 19 points. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Springer, good.
And you have to be unselfish if you're going to lead your team to great things. And I think Embiid gets that.
Now, here's Barrett. The pass to Toppin. Looking for Fournier, gets it there. Over Harden. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's Springer. Embiid, the pass to Harris. 76ers moving the ball around. Embiid, no good. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for New York. Down low. Trying to get open is Randall.
Well, that's awareness there from Randall. He keeps an eye out for his open teammate.
The 76ers trail by 21. Springer, the pass to Harris. Kicks it out to Harden. Driving the lane. It's tipped, and they're able to recover. A nice shot by Embiid. The Knicks have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Rose attacking. Trying to get open is Randall. Rose, no good.
Yeah, and he tried to work the spin move that time, and it went about as well as you'd expect.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
A relatively rare trip to the free throw line for Green, averaging just 1 attempt per game over the course of his career.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Knicks making a change here. Gibson's checked in. And both free throws good for Green. Here's Barrett. Inside. And Randall throws it down.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding and rising up off the ground.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, you settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Al Fournier. It balls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Harden the pass to Springer. Harris dishes to Harden. The baseline jam. The rebound by Gibson. The Knicks leading by 21. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Harden finds Green to the paint. Embiid, no good. The Knicks shooting straight 49% from the field. Fournier for 3. Harden grabs the miss. Harden's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Now, one of my favorite days on the NBA calendar, the trade deadline. Anything you'd like to see the league, Brent, adjust with?
I'd like to see them trade announcers if they could, Kevin. I would maybe trade you for one Greg Anthony and a pick to be named later.
Man, I'd just be curious to know who that pick to be named later is going to be. I'm kind of sticking with Kevin on this one.
Thank you very much. Obi Toppin's checked in for Taj Gibson. It's stolen by Barrett. Outside Rose, 13 feet away. Barrett, no good. The 76ers trail by 21. Harris drives in, and he banks in the layup.
Well, Harris getting into the body of the defender and then finishing strong.
The Knicks shooting 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. Passes it to Barrett. Count that one.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff. The Knicks leading by 19. And here's Rose. Barrett finds Rose. Looking to get back on track here. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. And the 76ers making a change here. Milton's checked in. First free throw is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And both free throws good for Rose. Greg, player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
It's awesome to have a guy at that size be able to accelerate and elevate like RJ did there.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Here's Fournier. James Harden picking up that last basket. Outside, Green. The dish now to Harden. Back to Green. Offline with his 3.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Here's Harris. Following the basket by Julius Randle. Embiid kicks to Harris. Here's Milton. No good from outside. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Knicks. It's stolen by Green. Now the 76ers on the break. Embiid leading the charge.
And you've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring.
Korkmaz, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And that one misses. And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now, player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your suit. So we have come a long way in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress.
Fournier pass to Rose. Now Barrett. Now here's Randall. And it's Rose penetrating. Randall no good. The 76ers trail by 21.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for New York.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And really, after losing all 3 games to this point in the matchup, guys, they have to be happy to get a win here. And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance
For Julius Randle.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Now, here is Reed. Here's Bassey. Second chance shot, and Gibson sends it down.
Taj Gibson doing a good job of just getting the hands up, and then the instincts come into play with the block.
We've got 30.